Hey, it's Game Deco time again, and today we are at almost the end of our Spies and Assassins marathon, and I have something kind of special in store. I have discussed it many times throughout the month, but while playing all these James Bond games, I have never played GoldenEye. And today, that is going to change. But not in the way that you might think. I'm going to be taking a look at GoldenEye Reloaded. Now, some of you might have seen this coming because I've mentioned it a couple times. And that, yes, of course, I would save, the kind of the new to me classic game for last. But this is the Reloaded version, which people have, as far as I can tell, historically not appreciated a lot. So it is a little bit different. Yeah, I'm not probably getting the true classic experience, but I thought it'd be kind of fun to play it without having the bias of having played the original before. And admittedly, this was an easy way to play GoldenEye on modern consoles. Very interesting how the menus work here, because just like I discussed in both the Quantum of Solace and I believe it was Bloodstone, it's still the same kind of design, which is pretty neat. And one thing that I did notice here is it has this MI6 Ops, which I think is kind of like the Spec Ops missions in Modern Warfare 2, where they're just kind of test missions and different challenges and stuff like that, which I think is pretty cool and adds some extra replayability to the game for sure. So, but let's dive into single player. And I'm not going to be able to say it again until I get my hands on First Light, but we are playing on Operative. Actually, I am tempted to play it on 007 Classic because it requires body armor and you won't have any health regen. I do like seeing that. And you know what? I'm feeling frisky. Let's do it. I do like the graphics in this. That's pretty cool. It is interesting, it's clearly based off of Daniel Craig. This is one of the ones that he's in. So he's in the Quantum of Solace game, 007 Legends, Bloodstone, and this.
Welcome to the MI6 Agent Evaluation Center.
Again, I feel like James Bond has to continuously go through like retesting. You know what? Actually, it's probably good for government agents to constantly be reevaluated for their ability to perform appropriate functions of the government. Interesting. Did I get anybody? I don't think so. I'll probably fast forward through some of this. This is not the most interesting stuff. Bond, you can use cover. Cool. Crouching. I can understand having a special attachment to an earlier version or iteration of a game, and that remakes often don't go well. You need to remain undetected to pass this section. Remain crouched as you exit the vent. Your movements will be slower, and the guard will not be able to hear your footsteps. Okay. Yeah, nobody heard that. Okay. I was curious if we were gonna use the pistol, because we did use like live fire rounds in the training, target room. So am I still using live fire rounds? Because I never actually changed out the magazine, and it would be very dangerous to mix both types here. That's how people get killed, thinking that they have a blank in the gun. I did see somebody remake all of GoldenEye in, I want to say it was Far Cry 5, which is pretty cool.
Secure transmission.
Hey, Judy's back.
Good morning, 007.
Love
For the
Judy.
past 3 years, a high-ranking Russian general, Arkady Arumov, has been stealing Russian military equipment and selling it on the black market.
That's not good.
We have reason to believe he's about to ship a cache of high-tech weapons to a terrorist organization that has been targeting our embassies. Along with Agent 006, your mission is to infiltrate his base of operations, destroy the weapons cache, and, if need be, eliminate General Arumov. Agent 006 has already surveyed the facility. Time is of the essence, 007. An unmarked cargo plane is already en route, due to pick up those weapons for the terrorists in 45 minutes.
45 minutes? That's like
Confirmed. We're in position.
really
Good luck, James.
quick. Okay. like 45 minutes of this hour, like I was gonna get some lunch. So I also love the idea that we're already in position, but now you're just giving me the briefing. Like, better late than never, I guess. So I believe this one follows at least some of the movie. So I actually went and looked. I do apologize, there are not subtitles in this game, which sucks. Games really should have subtitles. I don't know how much this game actually follows the movie. I think it does somewhat. This seems familiar from the movie.
Russia. MI6 has given us the go-ahead on the mission. Just wait until the last truck passes. I'll take the guard on the left. You take the one on the right.
Okay. That guy has one of those, like, 2010 beanies, which is very funny and very fitting.
Now,
I love it when clothing items in a game reflect the time period it was made in, because that's exactly one of those, like, it's like a beanie with a brim. They look a little silly. Like, this guy went to Hot Topic, you know, I mean. Oh, okay. We're gonna subdue. Yeah, I'm not sure how much this follows the movie in particular. This mission, I believe, is the opening mission to the GoldenEye movie.
nice work, James.
Just like old times.
You take the tower, but watch out for that sniper.
Okay.
I'll get the truck.
Okay. And, yeah, the last time I actually saw this movie, I wonder if there's any, like, secrets around here. Anything? Ooh, that detail of me splashed in the water was good. The last time I actually saw this movie, I only saw half of it because I was on a plane with my girlfriend, and we were watching a DVD of it. And they had to do, you know, the, like, you know, put your laptops away, you know, we're gonna land kind of thing. Ooh, okay. There's a guy there. Guy over there. Let's go this way. And when I opened her laptop next, it was her MacBook, actually. It gave this weird error where the computer tried to boot off of the operating system of the DVD, you know, is what it thought was going on, which is just absolutely hilarious and not possible. And yeah, it turns out her hard drive failed in the meantime of us, you know, trying to watch. And yeah, so I never got to finish it. Oop, okay, I guess that counts as being subdued.
Tower clear.
Oh,
See if you can find any extra firepower in there.
yeah, what about that? Oh no. What? Okay, where's the other guy?
We've got company heading to the bridge. Can you handle it?
Wait. We got company heading to the bridge, or you are heading to the bridge? Is that you? Hi, okay. Got him, got him. Nice. That felt good. I like the Dragunov here. I like the modernized controls here. It feels good to me. I understand that this is quite different though than the original game. Okay, are we just gonna squeeze by? Nope, I have to come up here probably. No? Am I gonna? Okay, I'm gonna get in here. Yeah, I don't know why I thought I was gonna send them back, I guess.
Nobody ever die being too careful. Words to live by.
Aw.
So how much do you know about Oromov? Only what I read in the dossier. But after the fall of the Soviet Union, he became jealous of the oligarchs. All their new money and went into business, freelancing for himself.
Yeah, I understand that.
The checkpoint. We're running 6 minutes behind.
Who would have ever thought that
If
could have
anything goes
happened?
wrong, be prepared to move. How's it Russian these days?
Как всегда, хорошо.
That's cool. Hey, we got subtitles there.
Эй, ты! Выходи из грузовика!
В чем проблема, сержант?
Спецдоставка из Москвы. 15 минут никому не гостя. Почему я никогда не видел тебя? Ты новый?
Переведен.
Давайте документы. Я сказал, выходи из грузовика.
Oh no.
Let's get out of here, Alex.
Okay. This seems poorly thought out. What would it be to have a James Bond that's just having a half-baked plan? Wow! That whole truck just blew up. Wow, okay. Okay. Now, I do not... I think I've seen people play... Oh, I nearly just shot that dude. My buddy. Okay, okay. Wow. Definitely some war crimes there for those guys that are running away from us. That I just shot in the back, so... Oh, no! Oh! It wouldn't be a James Bond car sequence without somebody, you know... Oh! Okay, that's cool. I'm enjoying this so far. That's not how that would work. That would just completely disable the truck in a very unhelpful manner. Okay, bye. Whoa. Things have gone awry. Em is gonna be pissed. Do we actually... This was not a good plan. This was a terrible pivot. Ooh. Uh-oh.
What the hell are they doing with one of those? We have
Helicopter.
No time. Let's go. Come on, James. Let's move.
Okay. Oh, that hurts the hands. That hurt.
What the hell is happening up there? Have you heard anything new? Niet.
It's nice that they spoke English for us. And okay, having a breach is pretty neat. Okay, I can't complain about that.
Did you see that helicopter? Yeah. What of it?
It looked EMP hardened, designed to survive an electromagnetic pulse. I'm getting a picture for MI6.
Okay, okay, when you see the flashing smartphone icon, you are being alerted to a nearby objective. Okay, how do I use smartphone? Okay. Wait, did it actually tell me how to use the smartphone? There we go. Okay. No, that's not obvious to me about what I'm supposed to be doing.
Come on, James.
Okay. Let's
James,
just...
they pulled back. I'm moving out.
Did anyone ID them? Do we know how many there are?
Let's get the Cygnus.
Probably some locals.
Probably some locals? Some locals did not do this, dude. You are coping. I should have reloaded that one first, huh? Okay. There was one more guy. Where is he? Oh, those guys are like armored. Uh-oh. I gotta say, I do like iron sights. I really do. Okay. Yeah, so I feel like this is really different than what I've seen from the first mission of GoldenEye on N64. I think I've watched somebody play part of it before. Maybe it was when they did that like remaster where you could flip between the old version and the new version, kind of like how they did with the Tomb Raider game remakes or remasters. I feel like this is much more a remake than a remaster now. Okay. Oh, where? Okay. It's not clear how to take the photo. Also, I should have looked to my right. Oh, that's a lot of people. My other question is this the 90s? I don't think so. I think this is supposed to be relatively contemporary. That way they could use a cell phone. Ooh. Ooh, that's a silenced version of the sickness. I'm gonna just skip those guys. Nope, can't do that. Okay, well, sneaking, we're going somewhat loud. Okay, I talked about this in the Quantum of Solace, where when you get close and you just do an automatic full animation, when you press the, you know, manually hit somebody button, this right there, see? It's not actually like having to rely on a quick time or anything. Oh, bummer. Okay. Well, let's see where that reloads me. I was a little bit too eager, I think. But yeah, so I can understand that if this is so different than that original mission, why people wouldn't like it. This is definitely much more shooty. There's definitely less sneaking in particular. One thing I liked about 007 Legends was you could approach things in kind of different manners. Okay, let's hold. Okay. Let's see. Okay, we're gonna try to take it a little slower. So, I mean, maybe kind of as its own version of the game, this one's okay. I mean, at least so far. I haven't played all of it. But maybe as a remake, it leaves stuff to be desired. Ooh. That's cool. Multiple paths. That's something I like. I like multiple paths. Okay. So in theory, it seems you can actually sneak all the way through. Do I? No, bummer. But yeah, I talked about in the Quantum of Solace that I liked how there was a quick time there, so it didn't just take you into the animation. This does what I was talking about in that video, where it takes you into the animation, and so you're kind of just locked in. I don't generally prefer that style. Okay, we're gonna try this. Anything? Okay, we got it. Okay, cool. How do I turn off the alarm? Wait, did that actually turn off the alarm? That's awesome. Okay, we made it all the way out here. Let's switch back to our silenced pistol.
Have you found your precious helicopter yet, Bond?
Okay. I think we alerted that guy up there, though. That's fine. We're already doing it loud. Okay. We do have, like, a regular hit, though, beyond that animation. So if we've already damaged somebody, you can just hit them, and I like that. I like these environments. This map is actually, like, quite large. Okay, field manual. We can do the cell phone, and then we'll take the picture with X. Anything? Oh, do we need to, like, get a specific shot of it? Oh, okay. That's weird. That's a weird, like, little mini game thing here. So are we in, like, 2010, or are we in, like... No, seriously, what are we supposed to do? Why did it say like 17 meters or something? Where's the other picture that am I supposed to get in it? No? Then what am I supposed to do? This feels counterintuitive. Okay, 20 meters. Okay, I literally was there, so I don't know what it's saying here. What if it's like... a real big close-up here. Oh, I'm gonna try to take the most useless photos. Yes, you're welcome.
We're running out of time.
That guy's so annoying. Okay, let's see. I shouldn't have had to reload in the middle there. That was bad planning on my part. Yeah, so you can just like hit, but if you hold it slightly, you will, oh, die. You will die. I told you this is why I play on operative usually. I like how it's just pouring rain. That's a very fun, like, environmental feature. It really sets an atmosphere here. Okay. Got both those guys, so now we can hide. Okay, we're gonna have to work our way up here. Let's see. I like the music too. The music is nice and, I don't know, fitting. It's very intense. What? No! You have a couple different approaches, and you have a couple different, like, play styles. Being, like, more sneaky or not. I wish you had a slide, though. A slide would kind of complete the feeling. For me. Okay. Guys moving up on me. Okay, okay, so now we are still pinned down with that sniper. I do like Bond games using those sniper rifles that have the lasers on them. I fired a bunch up into there, so I don't know if I might have actually got the sniper. I like it how you can stagger the enemies. I feel like that feels really good.
James, I've created a little diversion to cover our exit.
Cover our exit? Dude, I don't know if anything will possibly cover this. Okay. I don't know what I could possibly be taking a photo of up here. I needed the sniper rifle that was up here. I don't know where that would have gone. Also, where was the diversion? Because I didn't see it, dude. Okay. This is actually more tense than you would think, too. I am enjoying this a lot. I do understand it's not everybody's favorite, but if you haven't played the original one, maybe it is better. Okay. Anything to actually pick up here?
I needed the sniper rifle.
Okay. I think that would just tell me my objective. But it says there's still something to take a photo of.
Have you reached the rendezvous yet?
I don't know, man. I don't even know who you are. I met you last week. Okay. I wish we had grenades. Grenades would seal this off. Just popping a grenade and tossing it down there. I mean, we're already going loud, right? Like, might as well get some grenades. Pick these guys off from up here, I guess. Let's go to the AK. Now, what's interesting is these sections are kind of like longer, I think, than a lot of the other classic James Bond games. Okay, you ever think about how you slide down a ladder like that and it just absolutely rips up your hands?
After the fall of communism, the Russians might have invested in some 21st century transportation by now.
That's funny. Now, when we say by now, do we mean 2010s or do we mean 1990s? Because, those are like very different time periods, actually. And it is funny. I mean, this is the question of James Bond, where is the James Bond that we watch, you know, in 2026, is that the same James Bond that was like a submarine commander or whatever in World War II? You know, the transformation of the character is very interesting to me, how they can make it more of a timeless situation.
Let's move it, 007.
Okay.
I think we've outstayed our welcome.
We've overstayed our welcome now? You think that that's like now? Okay. Is that whatever your face is. Did we do our mission? I don't think so.
Get your hands in the air!
Okay.
Take off your parachute.
Okay. Look at that bloom.
Hand it over.
If you insist.
Nice. Okay. Nice. Love an intro. Okay. Just for the music purposes, we're skipping the intro though. So erase the security footage. Do not know how we would have done that. Download the flight plan. Do not know how we would have done that. We did do the primary objective, which I have no clue what the primary objective was in that. That seemed loose. I'm not a fan necessarily of objectives being kind of unclear in things. So I would just like totally hit the concrete and die. We all understand this, correct? Okay. I'm using my PSP.
We've got 19 minutes till those terrorists make the pickup. It should be enough, so long as Yuromov hasn't spotted us.
I'll take the fuel tanks.
Hasn't spotted us?
I'll get the weapons cache.
Oh, I thought he was coming in for a hug. Like, okay, we're kind of close.
Last one out buys the first round.
You're on.
I mean, I know Bond has a homoerotic side, so you know what happens in Orblast stays in Orblast. Okay. Now, is this the classic thing that I think of? Because I know that there's like a huge, like ventilation system mission where you drop in on somebody in like the bathroom, right? That's cool. I like how that looks. Very sneaky. What would this space be? What would it? You're telling me that's like the air exchange area? Waste of space, if you ask me.
I'm going dark, James. Radio silence. Good luck.
Yeah, we would not be able to still use radios. I'm literally an event, and you wouldn't be able to clunk, clunk, clunk. Yes, yes, we do have it, and he's dead. Okay, let's grab his gun. Lack of realism, nothing in the bowl. Boo, no reflections. Although the styling makes it look like it's supposed to be really cold.
Go check the perimeters. Go fix the pumps.
Now, is this built on the same, like, engine system as 007 Legends? Do we know? If somebody knows, tell me. Because it looks pretty similar. I think I still like 007 Legends feel ever so slightly better.
Did you catch the game last night?
Yeah, I can't believe we lost.
Can't believe I lost the game.
Yes. How can they make a fool?
Got him. It's so sad that you have to kill twins sometimes. Oh. So it took my gun away. Oh, I guess that makes sense. I thought we were on radio silence. I thought we were, you know, low contact. Okay. Wow. It's pretty rude of you to contact me after you said we weren't going to be contacting each other. This is very much like that one spot in like the second half of the first mission of 007 Legends. Like before you get to like the tower, you know, main headquarters base. Already just shooting through. I wonder if you, there's probably not like upgrades and stuff you can do here, but it would be useful to have an upgrade where you could reload faster. I mean, people call these ones like Call of Duty clone kind of things in the sense that they have like iron sights and some of that stuff. I mean, I know the ones made by Infinity Ward, Quantum Solace, but, or is it Treyarch? It might be Treyarch. Either
I
way.
need new shoes. These boots are killing my feet.
12 hours sentry duty. It's too long.
That is way too long. Terrible work hours. Not very fair. I do keep pressing X to interact with things. I'm totally gonna die. I'm totally gonna die. Now, I must admit, I'm finding this one to be both less exciting and less kind of engaging than both the Quantum of Solace game and 007 Legends. You'd kind of think that those might have more... You'd kind of think that this one would maybe have a little bit more going for it. But yeah, for some reason, just not quite as engaging. And I think that that kind of thing is... nope, we want the silencer. Is that something I can take a photo of? What is that? What? What is that? Okay, Emblem Hunter. Okay, it's a collectible.
Give me my truck.
Let's get up behind this guy and bam! I do like that. I do like some of those environmental kill kind of things. But yeah, I don't know. I just feel like this has a little bit less. I mean, the missions being kind of longer. What in the thingamajig is that? What is that? That's so weird. Okay. Testing something. Okay. Anything? Anything? Weapons cache? No? Really? Nothing in here? Should have had something in there. So, like, I don't know. I just feel like the intensity or the tension of this one just isn't quite as high. And it might be partly that, yeah, the missions seem to be a little bit longer between, like, breaks. Like, the sections are longer. And maybe that is making it just be a little less flowy. That's one thing that, like, really stands out to me about Agent Under Fire in particular, is that, like, each room feels contained, but not in a way where it kind of like is stuttery and like breaks up the spaces too much. It just feels really well paced. The pacing on this one doesn't feel to me quite as good. Now, what are we gonna be doing here? That really seems like there's a lot of people. Did we get them all? I think we got a lot of them. Okay, okay, run. Okay. I don't know if there's a way to sneak all the way around that. Those guys were already alerted. Okay. Okay, that barrel didn't even kill that guy. Interesting. Okay, we're gonna switch to the AK again. Okay, we're gonna run, we're gonna run, we're gonna run. Okay. We can hide. Okay, what am I gonna take a picture of? What? What are we taking pictures of here? James Bond over here taking a bunch of selfies while on a mission. I mean, I guess he is kind of a pretty boy, so it makes a little bit of sense. So, like, I know that they did the, like, drop in on somebody out of the vent kind of thing, but I still feel like this is largely derivative and not necessarily in a positive way of that original source material. You can't vary too much. I feel like, you know, the positive version of this, the positive version of a remake, I think in many ways is like RE4 Remake, where it updates a lot of things. Oh, dang it. But it doesn't necessarily change things overall. It kind of adds and refines. And I would even put, I know people have mixed opinions on it, but I would put Silent Hill 2 Remake in that same kind of category, where it kind of refines, it does things slightly differently, but largely the thing is unchanged. I don't have any memory from what I've seen of this game of having the other guy that you're like kind of like partnered with. I know that that's part of the movie. No, no, enemy is not spotted. Enemy is not spotted. Okay, we are just gonna hide over here. Wow, there are so many red dots on the screen. Holy crap. Okay. Oh, are those bulletproof windows? That actually helps a lot. Because I can just funnel everybody straight through here. That's awesome. Okay. The doors being seemingly bulletproof while the windows just shatter is the funniest thing ever. It's like having like a gate but no fence. Yeah, the spaces are a little bit confusing. Okay, X to breach. That delay on the actual firing that you can do there was crazy. That was like a full like 3 seconds. That guy has huge eyes.
Don't even breathe. Punch in the security codes. Override the lockdown.
This guy's like, I'm an intern in the lab.
Punch in the codes.
Like, I don't know anything.
Going to kill me?
No.
No.
Okay. Cool.
Alec, we're clear.
Whoa. Ooh. Ooh, look at that. That's nice. Ooh, that's fancy. Got that. Missed that guy. Got that guy. Okay. There was somebody else over here. Okay. Oh, he has to go underneath the stairs. Got him. Okay, there's one more. Do I just have to jump? Nice. Okay. I like how big these environments are, though. This is identical to that other environment, though, I will say. What am I gonna take a photo of? Do we actually know? I do like that this section is a little more sneaky than the last one. Okay. Rendezvous with Agent 006. Okay.
Moving up to your position. I'll see you in the atrium.
Explosive barrel over there.
James.
Uh-oh.
I'm in position above you. You go first. I'll come.
Okay. I'm suspicious of you, bro.
Careful, James. Guard straight ahead.
Okay, got that guy.
Target spotted. He's on the top balcony. I've got him.
Okay, we gotta get this guy. I don't know what you mean by top balcony, and I don't... Is that you? Are you? Yeah, okay. I'm glad that they put such a distinctive beanie on that guy. I like the staggering of the enemies in this one, but I think that their animations overall are a little more simplistic. Oh, I don't know where that guy is. Oh.
Oh well, so much for stealth mode. Hey, James.
Wow. Super rude of you to say that. Wow, I can't believe I died. Yeah, so I don't think this one is terrible. I just think that probably, yeah, it didn't quite meet the expectations, and it's not quite as engaging. The spaces are not quite as interesting. This mission is pretty long, so it's... I mean, the first mission we already did, but like, I don't know, this sequence of missions is pretty long, so the space being kind of samey, I think just, yeah, it gets a little bit repetitive. And like I've talked about in so many of these videos, the spaces are very much what makes the feeling of a James Bond property. That architecture aspect is so important. And this one kind of just doesn't quite have it, to be honest. Which I can understand. Not everything can. But it's a little bit extra disappointing, I would say, because it's also the remake and it doesn't have it. And I assume that the original had more of that feeling. Now, what's interesting to me also, though, is that this one definitely has more of a story, has more going on for it, than, like, let's say Bloodstone. So I don't think that this is boring in the same way that Bloodstone has issues. But it's definitely not as engaging as some of the other ones, even ones that people don't like as much as, you know, some of the earlier ones. I'm not sure, you know, just kind of thinking back on it, exactly, you know, I think Nightfire probably is still my favorite, just because I really love Nightfire. It's the classic one for me, and I think that it has a really good mix of that suaveness, that subterfuge, the action, all combined together into one, you know, fun game. I really do like Agent Under Fire still. I think that one has a lot of fun to it, but it is a little more action-oriented. I didn't like Bloodstone so much. I still really like From Russia With Love, and, you know, a lot of those have, like, good mixes of the driving aspects, too. I don't know if this one gets into a driving aspect also. Where am I supposed to go? Is it here? No? Am I supposed to go back down? Am I supposed to do something up here? What's my objective? Rendezvous, gather intel, download trade manifests. Okay, let's go back down, I guess. And so, yeah, I'm just kind of trying to think through, you know, after playing all of these games, like, what's my favorite, what sticks out to me, you know, that kind of stuff. And I would say that, like, still very much so, Nightfire, I think, is my favorite of these. But I was really pleasantly surprised with both Quantum of Solace and 007 Legends. Oh, wow. Okay. Did I get both of them? Okay. I like the change of space. This is good. We're actually kind of in now. Guys working in lab. This is very like the lab scene in No Time to Die kind of look to it, which is cool. Got him. Okay. Anything? This definitely looks more like a Bond, you know, architectural design. But it also looks a little bit like the base in No One Lives Forever, which is fun too. Now, which way should I go? I don't think I can go that way. Oh, okay. Got a checkpoint. I don't know why it took me like that. That's odd. I feel like it could...
James,
oh.
I'm in the lab, but I need you to create a diversion. Find a way to get the scientists out of the room.
Why do you sound so panicked? Can I just, like... I don't know. Wait, out of what room? Out of the one you're in? I didn't see any scientists in there. Oh, there's that guy. No. Hi. Nothing. I guess we'll go back slightly. Nothing. You guys really don't care. Y'all are pretty nonplussed about this whole... Oh. Okay. Can you sneak through this entire area? That is the most ridiculous event I've ever seen. It goes 90 degrees. There's not even any extra airflow because of it. What happens if I shoot that? Okay, I still don't think that that was enough for a distraction, you know, in a completely different area. What do I do to create a distraction? Okay. Oh, I can hack things? Did we learn that ever? I don't think so. Okay. Wow was unclear and also kind of silly. That guy needs to get out. Uh-oh. Well, rest in pieces. Oh, okay. I guess we didn't kill him. We did kick him in the kidney, though, so that should be exceedingly painful later.
Well, this is certainly proving easier than our last excursion.
What do you mean by last excursion? Like a full-on last time? Or you mean like 15 minutes ago when we blew up like a bunch of the dam and then nearly got caught and there was lots of other issues? Okay. So we have to wait for him, I guess, over there. Nope. That didn't work. Thank you.
We're clear.
Are
I'll
we?
meet you at the fuel tanks.
Okay. I like that texture at the door. That texture looks nice. Okay. It's interesting that it, like, yeah, really pulls your focus because it doesn't necessarily trust you to see him, which I can also still understand. That's cool. Hey, at least in this one, we get to see and do some of the stuff still in, like, first person, rather than in Bloodstone when it just fully takes it as a cutscene. And you have no engagement.
Set the charges. I'll keep us covered.
Okay. I think I have to just start with this. Wow. Let's see what else we can do. I thought I saw another camera over here. Yep, there we go. Did they count? Okay. Dang it. Oh. It's interesting that this map doesn't allow you to like really take cover anywhere because it's just these railings. And obviously railings don't provide cover in particular. Okay. 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 We have to be smart about this. We have to be smart about this. Did we get everybody? I think we got everybody. Okay. Bomb placed there. Bomb placed there. Placed there. I wonder if you can actually sneak around and do all of those just purely sneaky. Which one is this? Number 6? Okay. Yeah, this environment really does remind me of some of the spaces in 007 Legends, which I generally liked. I think I like the gunplay in this one just a little bit better. It doesn't have as much like motion blur when aiming and that kind of thing.
Finished, Alec. Are you done? Alec, are you there?
Oh no, Alec got caught.
Alec? Alec?
Ooh, what gun is this? It's a board. Okay. Uh-oh.
Come out. Throw down your weapon. I'll let you leave.
See, the space in the actual movie
Shut up.
is way more.
Hold your fire. You'll kill all of us. You have 10 seconds.
The actual space in the movie is way more
10.
like
9,
designed overall, like the Bond. It's like way
8,
bigger. It has more stuff to it. This is much more
7,
like dirty and
6,
grimy.
5. Finish the job, James. Blow him to hell. 4.
Yep, we just have to.
2. Too late.
Yeah, I mean, that was always going to happen. We know how this works.
You let your friend die. Now it's your turn.
Uh-huh. Boom. Yeah. And then I'm gonna take the conveyor belt out of here like I'm at the airport and about to get kicked out. Mission complete. Okay, so once again, we failed the other things, but we did find one of those little faces on the wall, which I can't tell, are they supposed to be like Spectre masks or something? I thought Spectre's logo was an octopus. What are we doing here? And so that was our look at GoldenEye Reloaded. Because I've never played the original and I've barely seen any of it, I don't really know how that actually compares. I liked some of it a good amount. I think that a lot of the spaces, you know, hey, the spaces were filled out unlike Bloodstone. I do think that they were a little repetitive. I did like a lot of the details though at the same time. The things that did separate them from being copies of each other, and you know, some of like the concrete and grime. And like I talked about, the actual architecture of a James Bond property is very important to it. And it kind of, to me, when watching this is, and you know, this might be actually representational and purposeful in its own right, this feels like a Bond villain base that's not well taken care of. Like, this is a Bond villain who should be embarrassed by the care and upkeep that they are not doing for their, you know, villain base. I think that that is a very interesting idea and something that like can be explored. I just think that it gets a little repetitive and doesn't necessarily feel as good. It does feel a little bit more like a Call of Duty in terms of, you know, the environment that we're in, which I think is of the time as well. Like I mentioned, I think I like the gunplay in this one just a little bit better than in 007 Legends because of the lack of constant blur. I do think that the pacing of 007 Legends and how some of that one worked was a little bit more fun. These missions, I played 2 and it took a pretty long time, especially because I kept dying, you know, that one's on me. But I do think the pacing on this one was a little bit different. I do like there were multiple approaches, and you know, ultimately I find this one probably falling in the mid-range of my list of the specifically first-person James Bond games that I've played over the last month. But this was a great way to kind of cap off the marathon before we get to the kind of finale, which is playing 007 First Light. I am so excited about it, and I appreciate everybody who's been watching and commenting and has been liking the videos throughout this entire month. I really appreciate it. If you do want to see more of my videos, including the last Light videos, please do subscribe. I play games casually. I talk about the art and design and mechanics of games a lot of the times and how they function and where they succeed and where they maybe aren't as good. I do play games across a wide range from AAA all the way down to solo dev indie games across a wide range of genres. I really do love espionage games and, you know, these kinds of spy games. So that's why I did this entire marathon, but that is not the only thing that I play. Like I said, very wide range of genres. If you want to support the Game Deco project and help me pay off buying a whole bunch of James Bond games for the marathon, you can join my Patreon at patreon.com/GameDeco. As always, if you liked the video, please do give it a like. That helps me with the YouTube algorithm and reaching new viewers who also like these kinds of casual gameplay videos. In the week ahead, take care of yourselves, take care of people around you, take care of your community, wear a mask to help prevent viral illness transmission, go out of your way to do something kind for somebody if you can, and I will see you in the finale of the Spies and Assassins Marathon.